So, hello and welcome back to the Shiny Hunting every dark type Pokemon in the month of March. Now, thanks to some great help from a friend in a Discord, we now have two legendaries set up on our Dynamax adventures. So today, we're going to spend some time doing these adventures. So I have Guzzlord and Yveltal safe. So I'm quite happy with this. I'm just going to jump in and do one, like a solo one to start with, and then if people come along and see we're doing DAs, we'll open it up and people can come and join. I just want to get one underway, really. Again, we've not got the best options here, so we just got to hope that the computer is a bit smarter than us. That's going to be the simple way of putting it. In my practice ones as such, to unlock them, we didn't actually beat Yveltal, but we did beat the Guzzlord, but it wasn't shiny, so that's good. And there will be also like pivots to maybe just go for the dark types that are available. So the reality is there's not too many good ones here. We may go poison then. We'll go poison then. Hello, boys from Belgium. Welcome in and congratulations on your affiliate. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I've now got both unlocked, so I'm ready to try my luck in some of these. I thought I'd just do one on my own just to get going, but if people want to join, they'll be welcome to join in eventually. I'm not sure if this is a good idea or a bad idea, but what's the worst that can happen, right? Is there either of Guzzlord or Yveltal that you need more than anyone else? Thank you for the follow, the Greens. Welcome into the Shiny Hunting Challenge, where we are trying to get every dark type this month. We do different challenges in the Pokemon world, and this is the March challenge. So, hopefully you can come and enjoy. We're going to do Dynamax Adventures for the first time today in this whole challenge, which is going to be a bit of fun. They are enjoyable when you're doing well. When you're not doing well, they're a nightmare upon nightmares. I don't know if we're going to win, but we'll, as we said, we're going to open them up so people can join. So, boy from Belgium is welcome to join. Welcome in, Vlad. This is the first one we've done today. Of all the DAs in this challenge, I have not done any targeted ones, and luckily for me, Dark type only gives me 2, so that's good. Yeah, so boy from Belgium, if you would like to, or maybe we could rotate them, do one Guzzlord, then one Yveltal, instead of just doing one only. As I said, I got both saved up, which is very helpful. So I feel like we can have some fun with that, but I probably won't be doing the voice chat stuff though on Discord. That's the only thing. I sort of have like a very, when I've done these before, I have a simple rule where I sort of say, if you want the Pokemon, say at the beginning of the battle, or if you think someone should take it, say it at the beginning, because then we already know what's happening. We don't want to get to the very end and go, I want that one, I want that one. Then at least during this like slow bit, you can discuss it between you whether it's a good or bad idea, rather than everyone panic at the end. That's kind of how I treat most of my DAs, and I find it's worked well in the past. That is one that I don't actually have the Vikavolt yet. I've had a Grubbin, but never evolved it right up. I have like a weird way of doing my shiny hunting where I try to get 3 of the lowest one before I evolve anything, because if I evolve the lowest one, then I find a Vikavolt, then suddenly I've got 2 and not one of the lower one. But we've had some fun with this. Like, this is not going very well at all because Elfie has let me down quite badly. But this is the first time we've actually done the DAs, so as we said, we'll have some fun with them. If they go well, one of my future challenges is to April might be just purely DAs to see how many shinies we get. So that will be interesting to see how that goes. I'm not the most convinced it'll be a good idea or a bad idea, but it's worth a try, right? We know that we like to do our challenges, and this is just, I find them more enjoyable to do them as challenges rather than I wasn't really a big shiny hunter until much later on. Pretty much when Legends Arceus came out, I knew obviously that Gyarados as well, but I didn't really play any of the games between Gen 4 and Gen 8. And even this game I didn't get to all the DLCs were out and everybody was through doing all the DLCs. So, and then PLA came out and it was a lot of fun. So, and then just over the years we sort of met other people that do it and had a lot of fun. Now, I think we've already lost 2 lives, so I'm not expecting this to go very well. But that's just how we roll with this, right? We try the challenge and we move on. Politoed has an ice move, I swear it does. It's pretty useless for me to do anything with, but it has an ice move. And the drizzle could help, but no, it probably doesn't. I've already picked the worst one for this. I was hoping the computer would get something good to use. Let's see. Please let us get through at least one more. No worries, thank you for the luck, and good luck with the 2K. This was the first year I didn't buy the 2K game, because I actually got rid of my PS4 as well. I used to love the GM mode more than anything in the recent games. But I don't even think we're going to beat the second Pokemon. So this isn't going well. I will try to make sure the ads are not over the actual adventures. I think that'll be the smartest idea, but we only have 1 life left. So, yeah. And our team's dreadful against what's coming. So I will need guidance of what's the best choice. But I know for a fact we won't be saving this path. So that's the key factor for this. I don't even think there's any point in Dynamax, so I might as well just lose. But you know what? What the hell? I have turned the animations down as much as possible, because we know these can be very noisy. Yeah, I get that. The problem I always had with the more recent ones is I wanted a bit more depth to the GM mode. That's my brutal way of putting it. Like, I've played the TW games, so I'm sort of at that stage where I really want to do a lot of planning and not just like shoehorning tag teams together. I know it's meant to be a lot more improved this year, and it's got online play. The first time I don't get it is online. But if it came out on the Switch, I would try it. If I could do just the GM mode on a dated laptop, I would try it. Because there's no graphics in that, right? But I've never really liked the My Rise, the campaign modes, the showcase modes. All of them I found a bit boring for me to enjoy. I hate my faction. I'm just like the worst player for it, to be honest. Like, my faction I always think is a bit of a cheaper version of Ultimate Team. It doesn't quite work. But then I don't mind. Like, it's the main reason why I went off Supercard. I found the games. There's only so much you could do with the WWE games before they get a little bit stale for me. And I used to play a lot of Supercard back in the day. 1 year off it now, completely. It's been a nicer year for me. I spent too much time on that game. Way too much time. But enjoy your spell on it. Like, I've seen people love it as well. So I get sort of get why Royal Rumble's not in it, but then I also don't get it because now that you have the cross-brand pay-per-views, you should be able to select X amount of people to enter it from your roster. But yeah, that's how I felt playing it at the end. I used to spend so much time just doing the Royal Rumbles or the Elimination Chambers, depending on how I felt, just to get all the PPV spots and everything. And I don't know why I did it. And like, then my team showed you how to get cheaper credits, and then it turned into a bit of a mess because that way got patched quite quickly. But then there was still like a demand to do really well. And it was like, well, I'm not going to spend like 50 quid when I could spend the equivalent of 50 quid and get a £200 worth by going on a vacation to Argentina. And my team got quite aggressive with the Stomping Grounds mode. If you weren't playing it, they sort of demanded you did. And if people weren't playing it, they got really upset. And someone couldn't commit the 4 full hours to play it, and we lost. They would get all argumentative with them. And I wish it was a bit more like the Pokemon Pocket. It's very relaxing. Like, you don't have to be good at the game. You can just collect the cards, and you're never priced out of the cards. And even like Marvel Snap. Yep, and we put a lot of complaints in about bottom ones. And there was one certain person who, I believe JB made a big video about, who threatened one of our members a lot because we complained that they cheated on Stomping Grounds because they were getting, I think at one stage they had like 4,000 points in 10 minutes or something stupid like that. And like, our team would play fairly and get like maybe what you would expect to get. I can't remember the numbers. And we used to complain, but nothing would ever get said. And then you saw them do the PvP thing, and where they got like 1 million points and got banned from the game. It was quite funny, to be honest. But a bit stupid on their behalf, but it solved the problem, right? That's why I just had to switch it off. Like, I literally would get up, do the PvP, put the phone down for an hour, and then the next hour I'd do another hour on it, and it was just silly the amount of time I spent on it. So, yeah, we didn't really have a good selection in this run. Dusclops was still from the very beginning as well. Player 2 got rid of their Comfy. Of course they did for their Tentacruel. But they took the Politoed, and that's it. So that's game over. But the Butterfree looked like it was going to be a good choice for the end. Are you ready to jump in and try some? I don't know what the shinies look like. I just have to do this the slow way. Okay. As I said, we'll just sort of go round the board. We'll do Yveltal next, then we'll do Guzzlord, and it won't take too much time. And as I said, just say what you want if you want to change it. We had that same problem with people who said that they were trying to bot And they said they only ever switched it on to do the basic, what you would call natural speed. So our code is literally just round the dial number as such. I find that's quite a fun little code. Yeah, we had a couple who were doing it, but again, a bit like yours, where they were doing it for the sensible thing, but they weren't ever doing it for against somebody else mode. But we said don't do it, and then they got upset. Shall we see if anyone else wants to join? We'll go to 1 minute. If someone joins, they could join. If they don't, we'll start. That seems sensible. And I'm assuming the best option is fairy, electric, rock. Yeah. I haven't really done a lot of D8 in a long time. Like, we used to sit down and do them for hours when I first got this save, but it got a little bit frustrating because I kept losing. Or we had a long spell with no shinies. But yeah, because back when I was playing that supercard, I wanted to get to the stage where I could try and actually do video / streaming, but BlueStacks nearly blew up the laptop. It was dreadful. So I didn't bother. The best I can do at the moment is just record the screen, but that's a bit boring. Okay, so we'll make a note of those 4 types. I will take my time picking the first one in case you think there's something I should 100% take. Okay, so it looks like it's just us 2 on the first one, so let's get going. This is also a bit of a trial to see whether I can handle doing these for a long time. Because if I don't like doing them, I don't want to commit to doing that for the month. Because look, yeah, that's why I went for the bug one. I might as well take the Celio, I guess. Yeah, for now. As I said, I probably could have looked into some more, but I haven't touched it since. That's the way I thought it was better to take a step back. Like, I do play Snap still. I like playing Snap because it's quite relaxing. That's something I might stream, but that's on Steam, so that's good. I'm guessing we're just going to go left and left. Ice Electric seems like a sensible one. I need to check the top ones after this to see where the final one will be best. I did do a little bit, a couple of months ago I did a little spell where we did like 3 or 4. I didn't actually look at what the top path was, that's why I needed to double check. I was a bit lazy. Well, I always forget to look enough. I would like to have a little bit more of a map in front of me. What have you got? There's no point me Dynamaxing with this. I'm just going to hide. If you find the animation noise is too loud on your side, let me know, and I will turn it down for the next one. Fair enough, we'll have a good time, and hopefully we might see you in there a bit later. Depends how well this goes and how much we do later. What did you hit? Oh, it's got a fighting move, hasn't it? I'm just going to hide. I saved myself from getting hurt. We should get 1 attack in, right? Unless somebody's got a fast move. I don't know if they do. I should have just attacked it, shouldn't I? I forget how frail this is. At the moment, I'm going to keep the Celio. almost feel like not bothering to catch this because I've got so many. But I catch everything just to be sure. And you'll be saving that, I'm guessing, for the final as well. Well, this isn't bad because the computer takes it. It's better than them having the fighting type, or it's not the worst thing for them to get rid of, is it? Like, it's only got triple axle, so it's not terrible. I'm just going to keep this because I'm going to tank most things. If I can get an Eevee, like with the item, if there's an item line here, that should be pretty good. I might hide again for this next one if it's an electric one. I think it maybe depends how well we're doing. I don't know. Does a Sceptile have... No, because that's weak. What is that? That's still... That's psychic. Yeah, we want electric. We'll get some berries. Is Metagross a good idea against it? Is that... I think it was Metagross. Or is it not? With the dark weakness and everything. Or Metang even. Well, thank you for coming in anyway. We are trying to get a Yveltal this time. So my plan is always to go for... Because I'm doing this dark type only shiny challenge, there's actually only 2 dark types that are legendary that I can catch. And this is the first time we've tried to get them. Well, that's not good. Actually, no, I have... No, okay. Good to see Thick Fat works well. I thought I would do better against that. There may also be some pivots where we try and get the dark types on the way up, just because we're struggling like mad in this game. Well, at least I can cheer. I guess that's something we can do. So far on this save, I've only got 2 shiny legendaries. So that is Rayquaza, which I got about 9 months ago, and Latios, which I got about 4 days ago. I decided to take one just for a bit of fun, and we ended up getting it first try, and I don't know how. Did that power swap make this thing ridiculously buffed up? Is that what's happened? I feel like... Yeah. I have my expert in here today with our boy from Belgium, expert on Pokemon, knows everything I need to know to make this easy for us. He's been doing his own Dynamax adventures as well recently, so everybody has researched a lot more than I have. Just that they haven't got as many. They only get Shiny Starmie you got last time. I don't know if you got any yesterday with Corey or not. But the DA family out there is actually quite fun because everybody sort of starts working together and learning the best ways to help each other get going. Because when these first came out, I imagine they must have been amazingly popular. Oh yes, the ninja. You came and told me about that one. So at least we know shinies are quite easy to get in here, theoretically. Because it's what, 1 in 100, I believe, with the shiny charm in this game. I used to do a lot more research, but whenever I go on Cerebi and look at the Dynamax things, the website just sort of goes like it's going to blow up. I don't understand why. It just doesn't like me. I feel like I'm making the right choice by doing Brine, or am I dead again? Because this does more the less health it has, right? probably take ages to pick the balls I want to use because I colour code them. Yeah, my experience with Go is I do a 15 to 30 minute walk and spin some stops, maybe take down a gem, and then catch a couple of things and come home. That's as much as I do on it. That tells you just how little I like the game. But I went and did the Totodile event at the weekend and got... how many did I get? I feel like Sceptile might be the quickest to beat. But it will be weak, won't it? So... But so will the Steel. Okay, we'll go this way. I only got 2 shiny Totodiles out of the 100 I caught, though. It's a bit annoying. When it's the odds that it had, you feel like you should do a lot more. Fair enough. Well, we should do pretty well with my ice, some ice there, and a couple of others. Yeah, that's the one problem with Pokemon Go, is it can make it difficult if you're not near other people playing it. I know the feeling of having something stuck in a gym for ages. I live near like a river, and when the weather's bad, nobody will go down that area. So if you get that gym early, it took like a month before someone took it because it got all flooded up. Which is it's good. Like if you had someone else who lived with you had the other colour or another colour, you could almost just sort of trade the gym each day to like get the 50 coins. I guess it's probably the easiest way to do it. I'm stuck on the one where I've got to do a trade, because unless I know someone in person, I can't trade. So I can't, and I also can't complete the Kanto Dex to get the shiny Mew. I probably should do that though. I believe Kangaskhan is available now, and the Tauruses are coming to the game from Scarlet and Violet, so I'm hoping that could work out for me. That's very frustrating. Everyone's the same team. It's almost like you should have met everyone at the beginning. Met at the beginning and all picked a different team. Or picked 2 teams each or something. Well, this is annoying. I'm going to be at the last Dynamax, so... if I had bothered to do the raids, I could do them. I do a couple of raids, and I'm sure somebody will invite me. It's one of those where if I'm desperate, I'll go for it, but I still don't have Zapdos, Articuno, or Mewtwo, so I'm not worried about getting the Tauros yet. Is that 2 lives down? I don't think it's terrible. Yeah, it's one of those like really good games go for exercise, like pushing you to exercise, I think. Like there should be a lot more game. A lot more reasons to go out and do exercise from mobile games, and I guess there is that worry that the new company might be iffy, but they're saying they won't be. Nice. I'm not going to take this. I'm going to keep my Celia. Even though it's weak to the Steel move. I know, that's Guzzlord, isn't it? I forgot we're on Yveltal. We've lost 3 lives, so we've got 1 shot at this. Not a great start. Let's see. It doesn't have any spread moves. Welcome in, Kim, and thank you for resubbing. We are back to our Dynamax adventures, where we will be trying to beat some legendaries, and so far we're probably 0 for 2. Unless I get a big freeze here, then we probably won't win this one. I don't know, it's a bit of a coin flip of how this one's going to go, but we've only got 1 life left. But we've got 2 to go for, and we're going to rotate between the 2. And eventually I will start my shield save as well. And Kim has also found my dancing emotes. There will be 5, but they're taking ages to get approved. I think we're up to 3 now. That are working anyway. I didn't realise I could have done animated emotes until a couple of days ago. No freeze, and I'm very, very weak. Do I hide? No, there's no point really. Who's it going for? Go for you, and that's game. I think that was more that we just had a bad selection of Pokemon. I don't think the Yveltal was going to be that difficult if we had all 4 lives with this team. I know that's an orange, and I'm pretty sure that's orange too, so we have no shinies. And if it's Sneasel, I don't care. We've already caught Sneasel in this challenge. The one thing I have to make sure I always remember to say is yes. Okay. Yeah. I swear once I pressed no and it deleted what I had saved. So we'll try Guzzlord this time then. And as you see, my other one on there is Kiram, because I believe that's a Shield exclusive. So when we were doing these, we sort of tried to set up well, we were trying to set up so everyone had a couple of different ones that they wanted to target. Then I don't know why I have that one saved. It might have just been something I clicked the wrong button for and saved over something else. I don't know. But as I said yesterday, I got the Shield DLC. So I'm going to play through that eventually, and then I've got 2 complete games that can do both. Right. So hopefully, I'll do the same. I'll wait till like the minute and see if anyone else wants to join. The code is on the screen. If I do my Kim doesn't play Pokemon at all. They're just here to support. Yeah, so if I do that shiny challenge, the other thing I'll probably try to do is anyone who joins me on them, I'll ask for them to put a photo in the Discord if they get the shiny, so we can see how many shinies I got to how many they got, or that everyone I worked with got, and see if there's like a comparison. Yes, sort of customs, yeah. Like these, when they first came out, they were pretty much, you do them with full squads, and it's a lot easier than trusting the computer. But I know you don't actually have any of the games. But when I start doing this properly, if I do it for the April month, I will put it in Discord. So like, why is the dark one here? Shall I take it just because? Or shall I go for Klefki? Yeah, I'll put it in a few of the Discords where people I know do Dynamax adventures, and then people can come along and join in. So we might get a range of different people. Like I've seen, like even with your you sometimes end up with like 2 teams going at once. Right, I didn't really look at what we had. So I don't think there's a fairy type. Do we want to try and push for items? Maybe just stick to the left. Looks terrible actually, doesn't it? Because we're all weak to it. But we're neutral to the poison, I guess. I didn't click anything, so I'm guessing you're selecting for me. We can still get our way to that top area, I guess. I'm scientist. We can try the scientist, see if it helps the other team, or the other members of the team. It was more that I didn't really like going against ground when we've got the Slazzle, Lair and myself all weak to ground. That's why I was a bit worried. I have nothing for this, so I am going to crafty shield and see whether it actually does anything. I can't touch it, and I might as well save my fairy moves for the final. I know it's more likely to be a physical attacker as well, isn't it? Oof. That's not good. Let's see whether this can help with the flash cannon. Well, hopefully it'll target me this time. I should be pretty resistant to this. You'll probably have sturdy, I hope. Yes. Not a great start. Not a great start here. Who would have thought the quillfish would be the thing that caused us the most trouble? Assurance is doing the job. I'm assuming you would want to keep the Lipard till the end just for that play rough. Or max Starfall, depending on where we are with the Dynamaxing. But I feel like I should probably keep mine. Just because it's another fairy move to hit it hard. Should we aim for berries this time, or just risk the scientist to see what the computer's going to pick? Because I feel, as I said, mine should be pretty good. Like, I neutral to, well, immune to the poison moves that come. So we want to target berries. We'll probably find out that there aren't a good enough route for us. Come on, Dean. We're trusting you to pick Quillfish, but nope. You want to go around with your 1 HP Pokemon. Now, do we gamble on the fighting? It's a Blaziken or a Kangaskhan. I will let you pick. Guess we've got another fighting one coming up. I know you're weak. You'll probably die to whichever one hits you on this run, but not much we can do. But then I'm weak to the fire, I guess. I'll start remembering the moves the more I do. Don't worry. As I said, I used to record everything I did and everything we ran into. What does Max Still Strike do? Raises our defences, so that seems like this is a good idea. For now, anyway. I know it's not much help when two of you are already weak, but it could be crucial for the other two of us. And if I keep doing it, you should get it on the last one as well. That's the theory. Is a Ghost Lord a physical or special attacker? Yes, we would love the AI to help. But as I said, this is sort of a trial one to see how extended DAs feel. Because then when we get to the April one, we'll put a bit more out and maybe look to bring everyone or a team together who want to play. Like what you do with Corey and everyone recently. And today is still open if people want to join. Yes, what did you get, Kim? Is it another poppy? 40 bits, thank you. And thank you for the continued support. I'm slightly confused, but I didn't remember saying when my birthday actually was. But I thought you meant it was an early birthday present for you. Fair enough. It was more like, if it was a special attacker, I would have put the light screen up, but there's not much point if it's only physical. I don't really say when the actual days are, but we're going to put in quotations the end of March. That one seemed to go a little bit smoother, I feel. I would like to say. I don't want to put the actual date of my birthday on a stream. That's the main thing that I'm a bit more cautious with giving away the actual dates. Again, we'll keep... Oh, we did lose one in that one then. We lost Dean. And they actually took it. What's going on? Now I'm scared that fighting is not worth going for now, even though we want berries. Hello Wolfie, how are you today? Are you sure we want to do fighting? That's the question. Actually, you just smash a play rough and I go for the other one. And also, Wolfie, look at our new emote that we got. We have an animated one. It's not the best animation, but it's an animated one. I am good, thank you too. We are just trying our luck at this little game. It's a new little... It's one where if people have the game, they can come and join us. So, at the moment, it is me and Boy from Belgium playing, but it has a 4-player spot, shall we say. And it's sort of a mechanic that was very, very popular when it first came out and has still been popular for people who are enjoying their own adventures in the world of Pokemon. Well, you might as well get one big hit rather than hope the play rough hits. That's the way I would look at it. Like, knowing the way some of these games go, you would have gone play rough, it would have missed and it would have hit you. And if it wastes a move on you, it's probably better. I think we've only lost 1 life so far. This will be 2. But, oh no, it survived, did it? Well, thank you. Thank you, Kim, for the gifted. And welcome in, Wolfie. You will now have a dancing Pikachu. As we said, this is, if people have this game, they're welcome to come and join. Like, most people who are doing these now are purely shiny hunting, though, because we all want to get the legendaries, and if we can get the legendaries, the shiny ones are worth a lot more, and you can get a good chance of getting shinies on your way there. I've told you, just make sure everything's okay before spending. You don't have to. I've said how strict I am with my own side of doing subs. How have you managed to keep surviving? Thank you though for all the support. It means a lot, because we are seeing how well we can make this journey a reality. Because we're up to 81 followers now, which is nice. Yeah, how do you keep surviving, boy from Belgium? There's no point me taking it, because as we said, we've got 2 fairy moves, but I think we're quite away from Dynamaxing. What does Crafty Shield do, and is it worth using? That'll be the next question. It didn't seem to do very much when I tried it before, but I think we just go fairy moves and quad weak. Yeah, so I'm 2 away from Dynamaxing anyway. Oh, and Kangaskhan used its brain. What's going on? Wait, Klefki's stronger than a Lipard. And that's good as well, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think last time I did when I did the one to get this put on the list, I did this with a Jigglypuff. So that went quite well. It's like I even used fake tears to start with. Okay, so Kangaskhan is confused, and we get an easy win. Now, do we get the shiny luck? I feel like this one will be more fun because it's a lot easier to do. And I believe the shiny is like a white, isn't it, Guzzlord? As we said before, I've only ever had 3 shiny legendaries of my own. Moltres in Go, and then Rayquaza and the Latios. Well, technically Registeel. I don't know if you call them legendaries, or I get confused with the levels of what things are called. So let's see if we get some luck here. That's not shiny. I don't know what that shiny looks like. And that's not white, so let's look at Kangaskhan. Nope. I'm just going to do it this way to be sure. I don't want to mess any of it up and leave one behind. I've actually got the Poliwrath in this before when I was doing them. Why did it ask me to keep a record this time, but not for the Yveltal? That's my question. I swear I didn't press yes. But... Hello, Zombie King. Welcome in. We are doing good, I believe. We're just shiny hunting the Dark Legendaries in Dynamax Adventures today. We've had 3, and we've won 1 and lost 2. We're sort of bouncing between the two to see how well things go. Guslord went really well. The rest have not gone well. No, I think we would have been fine if we hadn't died a lot on the way to the Yveltal. But we're having... You're welcome to join if you want, yeah. The code is on the screen, and as long as you follow our very basic instructions, we're happy to have people in. I won't be doing any sort of voice chat for it though. So it's sort of, I have like a rule where you sort of say if you want to change at the beginning of the battle, and then we sort of arrange who should and shouldn't take it. Because if 2 people say they want it, we can sort of say if person A is running low on health, the next one can have it. I'm not the best at knowing the best routes and the best things to use, so we'll probably make a few mistakes along the way. I think but the first a couple of the runs we've had a lot of middle evos, which haven't been great. I'm assuming that is you with the Sobble. Before I say and start. Or it's not some other person if you are coming to join. We'll hope. I don't think many people were spending on bits, so you've got plenty of time to wait. Okay. Sobble ran away. Whoever it is left, so I don't know who it was. Yeah, as long as you don't mind doing Yveltal and Guslord, then you can join in. But just give us... Are you joining this one, or do you want to join the next one? I might be too late asking that question. Okay, then off we go. And in the chat you'll see Boy from Belgium will give the best instructions of what to do. So I will just take the Lycan Rock. No, I don't know about Flayed. It's open for them to join, so don't worry. Oh, we've got a nice early electric, but then it goes into 2 fighting. What do we have? We have Fire Rock. I think maybe Right is the best option. We also get the item when we go into the Rock one. Yes. Good, because Swampert should do all the work here. I'm not really sure what move to go for because I don't want to waste all my stone edges. Or should somebody be looking to take this? Or are we going to let the computer take it, or is one of you two planning on taking this one early. Because I know I've got like the no guard, so I'm pretty safe. But I could Dynamax and just brick break it then. But I don't want to touch my Stonehenges as much as possible. At least I know I'll hit them all. That's the good thing. That's the best part for this. I found this out the other day when we were doing this, but I think I used the Lycanroc when we caught the Latios, didn't we? Because we want either Lilligant or Swampert against the rock type, don't we, really? It is weak. Is that, do you mean weak as in to have on our side or be on the other side? Because if it has sturdy, it's quite helpful, I guess. So at least it will take a big hit. I do have to remember which one we're going for. I should try and remember before we start. As I keep thinking the bug moves are going to be helpful, but not against the Yveltal. Yeah, I keep, as I said, I keep going, oh, the bug move will be good, but no, not this one. Like, the Lilligant would have been probably quite good against Gazlord, because it's got Pollen Puff, hasn't it, I believe. And that's always a good defensive move as well. It's just nice to have. But mind you, I'm pretty weak for what I need to do. Like, I'll be good against the Sudowoodo. This one has Meteor Beam. No one's taking it, so it's up to you now. You've got Scald as well, which is going to help against Sudowoodo. Yeah. And hopefully we get some good items. So the plan is to hope Lilligant takes this, or are we happy with Emolga? Or do we want to keep Emolga for one more go? Do I really want to Life Orb this? Just so I'm extra strong, or use weakness policy? I might as well take the Life Orb, I guess, so I can hit even harder. Thank you for the bits, Kim. You said don't spend anymore, so I have to tell you off. And the one good thing with this run is that I believe we're all going to be pretty good to Dynamax against it. Like, because all of our rock moves are going to do a lot of work. So does that mean you have 480 bits to give to people throughout the day today? I never actually knew how bits work from the purchasing side of things. Yeah, if we've got no lives, it's not the worst thing to... No, if we've got all our lives, it's not the worst thing to take in. Does your Emolga have the Volt Absorb or Lightning Rod, or whichever one it is? But then we also get whatever the next... I didn't see what the electric one was. I know you put it in the chat. I've got to look back. What was it? It was... Because you know all of the outlines as well, don't you? Pretty much. Fair enough. Hopefully you don't spend them all in one go. That's the key thing. Are you still having a bit of a break as well? Or are you just going to be watching people today? Well, the next couple of days? It looks like Lilligan wants it. So that's good. And the electric one, we said. What is the electric one? That's the question. And now for the people that don't play the Pokemon, you can see just how much smoother it goes when you have a full team that know what they're doing as they go through it as such. When we were doing it on my own, I got not very far. We didn't even beat the second thing. And as soon as you get 3 people who are on the same path, you know what moves they're going to use. I'm going to only use one Stone Edge here. But I'm not going to use a second one. So I can have 4 for the final, just in case. And we said this is... Ideally, this is the 4 we take into the final, right? We'll probably leave the Garvantula here. Are you sure you want me to Dynamax if I'm this weak? Or will it do enough to do major damage? Or hopefully I might get knocked out soon and then I'll come back and be full health. So, whatever I do, if I go first... Okay, so... My thing is, Stone Edge is going to hit whatever happens. So it might be worth me not doing it and then you get it for your one. Because at least you get the max rockfall rather than the Meteor one. I believe that's what you had, isn't it? Meteor something. Because whatever happens, one hit I'm going to be knocked out. Because Life Orb will knock me out anyway. And if I can get one big hit in... Yeah, I'm not going to Dynamax. Even if it's my turn. There's no point me doing it. It's Meteor being one first shot sort of thing. Or should I try and taunt it into something? But no, I might as well just go for it because I should be faster, I imagine. Unless it wants to Sucker Punch me. Because it might want to Sucker Punch me. I think it had Sucker Punch anyway. But no, it doesn't really matter if I go down. We'll lose a life if I hit or if I miss. That's the thing. It's using Taunt of all the things. Hello M7 Med, how are you doing? Welcome into our shiny hunting every dark type challenge. Today is the DA day. Our first attempt at trying our luck on DAs. We've got both paths ready to use, but we're rotating between the two and seeing how well it goes. Oh, so it's actually your Dynamax now. It'll be your Dynamax after this one, I guess. Are you coming for me? Of course you are. I knew that was going to happen. Doesn't matter too much. We're still in the game. That's only our first lost life. Which is always a good thing. And it's halfway damaged in... But it'll be a big hit here, it should be. I don't think we lose this one. Okay, I might have said that a bit too early. That's 3 lives gone. Yveltal is becoming a problem. I'll remember not to take the life orb next time. Can it do enough damage to Colossus on its own? Or will the Dynamax save the day? Can we get a hill cheer on it? I don't think we did we? Let's see. Is this enough health to take probably 1 hit? Or not? Are we going to do it? Let's see. It used Taunt. Okay, that's a surprise. the actual legendary through, which is quite funny. I'm assuming that meant it couldn't knock you out. I would like to think. Yeah, you can join the next one. We'll put the code up. At the moment we're doing 1 Yveltal, 1 Guzzlord, Yveltal, Guzzlord. So the next one will be Guzzlord. Where I'm trying to do all of the dark type ones, this is the first day I've tried either of these two, so I want to try and rotate what we go for. Have you caught Guzzlord before? Because, as I said, we're rotating between the two, so you're welcome to join the Guzzlord one as well. Good luck to everyone. Pretty sure that's a no. But last time I said no, it was the shiny, wasn't it? No. Okay, so we'll do the Guzzlord next. I have to just be careful I don't press no. So like last time I did one just for a bit of fun. I ended up getting this. I have no idea why I picked to do it. I just thought there might be some dark Pokemon on the route, and we went there. One shot in that, probably my first DA of the year. And we went straight in and caught a shiny. Legendary at least. I will put the code on the screen once it's ready. It'll be the same as last time. I think it's a nice code to use. It's the dial number as such. So you go right around the outside, and we'll go for Guzzlord then. So everyone who wants to jump in can jump in. Like the last one went really smoothly against this, so hopefully we can have another good run and things will go just as smoothly. If you are joining M7, just let us know what the name is in game so we know it's you. Because I had to actually I had somebody help me get both of these paths because I haven't even unlocked the Ultra Beast yet in this game. Is that UM7? Okay, then we can get going quickly this time. Yeah, and we don't mind it as long as we get it at the end, so yeah. So what do we want? All the fairies. So I guess we'll go for the obvious easy one. Oh, there's a Tokatic. That would be a good one to take. And it can do some healing on the way up. And I guess double might be not too bad with body press. But we'll probably see something good on the way as well. Just don't go to poison. So I'm 100% left. I don't want to touch that poison type. Lipard will be easy to beat. Then we got Bug. And then we got Bug. Or do we want to do the water and just get some heals? I guess we'll decide the last one when we go up. We could take it for that. Lipard also has Play Rough, which was pretty devastating last time we did this one with. So that's also helpful for this one. Because it'll just be literally spam our fairy moves, won't it, in the final? Because it'll just destroy it pretty quickly. I'm just going to do the Dynamax, I think. Just get it done quickly, this one. I know I'm going to be slow. Yeah, I think we're in the last one we did against this, we had 2 with Play Roughs and we did nearly 3/4 health. I don't know why it's so loud. I put the cries right down in the game for this. Because they were extremely loud earlier. And if you do want to do more of these in the future, or come on to other channels, feel free to follow and join the Discord, where we'll be doing a few more updates and you'll get alerts when we go live. I finally got it a bit more set up. Yes, we do like our Hatini. I almost felt like using Max Guard then just to save one of my PBs on Play Rough. I don't think it matters if you don't use it, right? This could help in my challenge though. I do need Lopard for the shiny challenge. And that's the other reason why I decided to do some DAs, because I knew I could get some natural dark types on the routes rather than... I forgot who you had. Or do we want to keep the Tokatic? Yeah, you should take this, one of you two to take it, and we've got a Bug one next anyway, so we'll stick to the Bug. It'll be easy. Okay, well maybe we should, well we don't need the scientist. But do you reckon we should take water for the last one? Just so we could get an item at the end. Is that a bad thing now? Do one of you has a fire move, don't you? I thought. Did I have? No, I have psychic. It hits hard, but we should be alright. We've got flying. This is where we find out my planning's gone wrong. Now, I'm going to be a little bit strategic here and do a life dew. Let's heal everyone up. Both of my moves are not effective, so there's no point really wasting the PP. And if I can keep everyone healthy, then it will be better, so he shouldn't get one shot by anything. Wolfie's enjoying the dancing Pikachu. So this life dew seems like it was a good idea now, for once. Let's see how good it was. This is going to be a long battle, isn't it? But you're making our attacks stronger, isn't it? So that's good. And we both had the same idea. We'll get everyone to max. Let's heal everyone. What does this actually do? I'll do this just to see if it does anything to help. What, even from full health it will one-shot us, will it? I forgot who was faster, and that did a lot more than I thought it would. That was a crit. So Lopard's the fastest on the field, isn't it? I'm the slowest, so I'm just going to do this for now, because between the two of you, you should knock it out, or I'll get knocked out, one of the two. At least it attacked the slowest one. Are you planning on taking this one, or are you happy to stick with what you've got for the next one? Well, I want to catch it, don't I? Just in case it's shiny. Might be good, it might not be. We'll see what happens. Do you want to go for the water one last so we can get an item? I don't know if we've got much that's strong against water, but it would probably be helpful just to have the item as a backup. Because the bug, we've proven we've got very little good against bug. Do you want item or berry? It's pretty much what it is. What have we got? Can't work out what the water is. And you said the bug was Frostlast, didn't you? Well, that's Slowpoke, isn't it, actually? Yeah, or Slowbro. But we don't want your help, scientists. So you've all got... Well, two of you have got really good moves for this. As I'm the slowest, I'll do another life dew to heal everyone up from whatever it does to us, so you three just try and attack. Or prepare for attacks. Because all I've got is Psychic and Fairy. And if I can keep everyone at max health, that's going to be helpful in the long run. If this takes 2 turns, I believe I'll be on the Dynamax going into the final as well. But it does have a still move, I believe. So I'm hoping I get something that makes me a bit stronger defensively. What's it doing to me? Okay. I don't know what that does to my stats. Does that make me hit harder or softer? I'm going to do this again this turn, I think. Oh good, so I haven't done... If I do this again and it hits one of us, I will at least heal whatever it hits. That's what I thought. I get a bit confused with some of them that swap your 2 attacks and stuff like that, so you're special and normal. When it comes to the specialised moves, unless I'm the one with them, I always forget what does what. Maybe I got the position of mine wrong. Maybe it is the time after. But either way, we've got everything that's going to do relatively well against the final. That's all it wants to keep doing to us. I did think it would attack one of us that time, I'll be honest. I'm just going to do an attack this time just to make sure it gets knocked out. I guess it doesn't really make too much difference, does it? If we do knock it out, it's gonna... I don't know. It should be. The last one we did, we flew through it. Like, the Guzzlord especially. Like last time we had 2 play roughs and pretty much took it out. The only thing is we've got to be a little bit cautious of the max steel spike I believe it has. And hopefully there's an Eviolite for Togetic. Hopefully. But I think we've got a nice little squad ready. It's an unusual one. Isn't it like, yeah, let's see. Well, I guess this will do. The rest will be useless for me. I don't even think it's the right one to use, but it'll have to do. And it's pretty much whoever's got the Dynamax, just do it straight away. I think it's me, but it might not be. I think we went 1 turn over. Oh, it is me. So I'm going to go straight into the Dynamax and go straight for the max. I think even if it does go for me, the rest should get it without the Dynamax. We'll find out. It must have been the Togetic. But I didn't think anyone did. So we want Hatini for these runs. Good luck on the shinies, everyone. As I said to Boy from Belgium and anyone else who wasn't here when I mentioned it, is there's a chance I might do DAs all of April to see how many shinies we get. But I would, the only sort of request I have is that you send photos of the shinies you get if you are joining us, so I can see how many I get to how many the people who join me get. That's a shiny, isn't it? I think, no? But it's not the Guzzlord. Well, that's a good start. It is a dark type as well. So we'll take our shiny. Yes, one less of these annoying shinies to do in this game. Perfect. We got ourselves a number 27 for our challenge then. Do we want to just do some Guzzlord ones then, because they were a little bit easier? And we can do Yveltal another time, because Guzzlord just seems to flow so much easier than the rest. And I believe everybody who was involved needed Guzzlord. So that'll be a good one. We'll just stick to that for now. Now, I'll let it load up. And I will be back in a second. I'll leave the code and everything on the screen. I'm just going to mute the mic, I believe. Have you tried the code a second time? Okay, well, we'll quit and go through it one more time. Not a problem. We'll give it one more go and see if it works. Like, when I was trying to get the code with someone else, we took like 2 or 3 goes before we could get in. so it sort of happens sometimes. So we'll try it again and see how well this one goes. So this time it worked. This is what I mean. Like, as I said, when I was trying to just do these, get these routes saved, I had one person who it was only me and them doing it, and we couldn't meet the first time. So it happens. Have you got the same message? Let's try one more time then. And this is why the DAs aren't as popular. They break all the time. Let's try again. Third time's the charm. Well, this time boy from Belgium won't join. That's how it'll work. The only thing I think maybe that those first two times, maybe you searched before I had finished putting in the invite others. Maybe that's why it didn't work. Because I didn't press it quickly at the beginning anyway. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to have to take that. This is not looking like a good ball. I guess the fracture isn't terrible. But this is going to be one where we're going to have to find a good team. Like, I sort of think Maractus or Rosalia, but at least we've got another life due to keep us alive a bit longer. So there is one fairy on the way up. I can do the fighting. I can beat the fighting because I've got play rough. Right then. Right, left, I believe will be the answer. We don't really want to take the ghost, do we, either? So, unless it's a Frostlass, maybe. Maybe take the ghosts? I don't know. We've got a couple that are a bit more difficult, shall we say. But the key thing is, we got a shiny. And that was important. I might as well just to hit it hard, mightn't I? You could, like, at least then you will learn exactly what moves Guzzlord has. I can't believe though that we managed to get that shiny so easily compared to how long we have spent shiny hunting in this game. We haven't found a single one. Like, all the time we were doing our random encounters, we got nothing. And then we do like 3 DAs and get one. hopefully there's an item one to go for as well on the way up. Yeah, I got a shiny Lipard in the last one. So not the best, but it's still a lot better than nothing. And as we're doing the dark challenge, it's actually brilliant that it was the dark time. I've even been checking nearly every purloin on Go that I've seen as well, hoping to get one. So it's gone nicely for us. We got what we needed. And that was a nice smooth one. The only thing that's frustrating with that shiny was you don't really get a shiny animation. I got 2 of the Totodiles, but I only went for about a 45-minute to an hour walk, so I was just checking everyone on the way. But after I got to where I was going, I couldn't check anymore. Did you get many in yours? God, pin missile. It's a Shadow Claw will be good against, but the Life Dew's quite nice to have as a bit of a backup. But the problem is I can't do much to the Ghost. I will have to use Play Rough, otherwise I'm just not going to hit this at all. You managed to get it in the game. That was one thing that's annoyed me with my shiny Moltres. I couldn't get it into one of the proper games. It wouldn't let me. Just annoying. Because it's only about a level 15 or 20 Moltres I got. And then we can, if you take the Ribombi, we can just do the same as last time, where we just sort of attack with all of our fairy moves at once. That'll be probably best. It worked nicely last time, so we might as well keep our strategy going. I'm going to try and snooze the ads for the whole of this one, so we don't get the ads in the awkward place as well. So it'll be sort of between, but I'm going to try. But as I said, the problem is I've only got Play Rough. The rest are normal moves. And as we managed to beat it very easily. Yeah, I'll try and get the ads to run between the two next time. Because then at least we can, like, we all know the code, so we can put the code in. Hopefully I can get the code in before the ads, and then I'd have to let the ads run while everyone joins. The only thing what's our health like? It's not too bad. Apollo. We've had Frostmoth every time. Was that meant as we should have gone to the right? Or are we happy just to stick with this fairy? Yeah, fairy's probably the best for this. And I couldn't snooze them any longer. But yes, if it's weak to it, it's not that bad because at least it will target the one that it's strong against, and then the fairy ones can just do the clean-up work. So remember, we currently have all our lives. And I think Draco Lock is the fastest dragon type we can use. Guzzlord's probably the slowest thing on the field. So we should be pretty good. It just depends who gets the Dynamax, I think. More than anything for the last battle. Not a problem, we've still got everything we need. This should snooze it for a little bit longer. On this last go, we'll probably just all go for an attack, I guess. Then we should finish it off between us, because we'll get the boost from the chair as well. Hopefully it is something good like attack, and we should both be able to hit it. All three of us hit it pretty hard. Okay, that's annoying. At least it went for me for that, I guess. And this is the time we didn't go for life tube, isn't it? Well, no, that draining kiss saved it for another go, didn't it? Anybody got a priority move? But this will get this one through. We'll just hope we can survive one more go. Is this priority? We can try it. See whether it does enough. Just. What do we put this in? As you can tell, I've kind of got a bit carried away with how many of the balls I bought for this. As I said, it was set up purely to shiny hunt this save, so it isn't only for Dynamax adventures. I just got all of the balls I could. Got so many watts, just bought 909 of everything. So this is being taken by Rosalia. And it can just... Then we can just both go for fairy moves. They'll both go for dragon moves, and we should get a minimum of half done to it in one go. Hopefully it's on my Dynamax, because I got Play Rough Technician. I imagine will do a lot of damage. I believe it'll also be the slowest thing on the field, this one. But I'm not completely sure. I don't know how I keep managing to get this right on the last one. But let's see how much this one does. Because whatever happens, it will only be able to knock one of us out. And the other three should be able to take it out, whatever. In a weird way, you kind of want it to attack the Rabombi, because then the Draining Kiss will just heal it, won't it? Well, it still hurt it, I guess. And then hopefully this next round we get a complete sweep. Not the worst, because you're always going to survive one dragon attack. Now we've got the fairy filled up as well. I guess that should help Draining Kiss even more. And one more hit, or will it go first? Nope. That was a nice clean game. GG everybody. Good luck on the shinies. Can we go back to back? The Guzzlord would be the best one, I guess, for me, for my challenge anyway. We didn't get a dark type on the way up, did we? But we'll take any. They're all needed for the living decks. That is a long way from getting fixed. Well, I'm pretty sure that's a no across the board. I don't know how they do it, but I think I'm closer to a 10,000 on my character. One more run on Guzzlord. As we said, Guzzlord just seems to be running a lot smaller, a lot smoother than the Yveltal one for now. And we all need it, so that sticks to the one we all need. Now you should be able to put the code in now. Hopefully we don't have the problems this time. I'm probably too slow between the games to put the code in. Look at that, less than 30 seconds and we're ready to go again. Now there will be ads in like 30 seconds, so I'm just going to take this for now. Hopefully we can get the path ready. Like, nothing's great here really. This is going to have to be one where we're really going to have to put the team together as we go. See what's best. Like, oh, there's the comfy, so at least there's one good. At least we know one person that's not changing at all. Water cycle. Any idea which is the best route? Probably left. Cadabra then? At least, okay, water. Guess we're going for the items. Had to be the one that's a ground type. This might have an ice move actually. Well, at least the Cradilly's going to have fun with it. Kadabra would be a maybe one though, wouldn't it? Because it would be weak to the dark moves. So that would have been a bit risky, I guess. Yeah, I have Blizzard. And it's pretty much going to be comfy. Going for everything. If this has the an ice move, we'll probably try to take this one maybe. But maybe leave it. I don't plan on taking this. I'm going to hope my Blizzard works. And we have... Does the Cradilly have bug moves? I can't remember. But that could be helpful too. Yeah, so it doesn't have anything great, but it would be relatively good against the electric, but I'm guessing we're going to go water again. Are we going water or electric this time? Just for the item. Okay, Seadra. No, I can't look at the map while I'm waiting. This one may be a bit of a longer battle, but we'll get there in the end. That's the key thing. Yeah, Comfy will be the carry. Like, it's ridiculous how strong it is for what you think it is. The amount of times I've been completely swept in Showdown when it's got like one move on me and destroys me. Can I hit the thunder? Or will it decide to miss me? So, Metal Sound, Blizzard, and Draining Kiss. I forgot what the potential for the last lot is. The one thing that's a bit worrying is the fact that it is Blizzard that I'm going to be trying to hit. Well, Cradilly is a tank, isn't it? It's just destroying everything. Where are the water ones? So we want Cradilly to take this. And then the last one, we'll check for items first and then decide what we're going for. Also has substitute, which might be quite fun. Well, you got sniper as well, so you got your crits up. Do we want to go fire and get an item? Is that an easy fire to beat? Oh, I can't work out what's... Yeah, okay. Because Bishop should be pretty good, so should Cedra. I've got Muddy Water as well. We'll take the belt. There is an infamous clip of the Pukumuku beating one of the legendaries that somebody's done in one of a Nuzlocke that I've seen. The positive thing is you've got Draining Kiss, so even you'll gain health, won't you, whatever happens with Life Orb. Or will it take your health and then let you recharge it? Is this going to be another one where I make the Dynamax on the final? Wouldn't be terrible, because at least the max Hailstorm will actually hit. That's big with the Quick Claw actually coming in early. Let's see if we can get this. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. I imagine it's relatively slow as well, but I can't be sure. Wow. So please hit Muddy Water. Please hit. Don't let us down. And the rain should help with Muddy Water, I guess. Who's he going for? That's gonna hurt, isn't it? But it's not terrible if it is knocked out. So at least if it was knocked out, it's not going to be weak in the last bit. So it's full health going into the final one, which is good. It's better to be knocked out now, though, than the first bit of the final. That's the key thing. Because that would be the worst if you got knocked out first hit. Because that means you've got the Metal Sound can go straight off. And with the Quick Claw you might get first move as well. And we got the Hill big one. It's not going to hurt as much, but it should do enough, right? Good. But that Back's Flare one-shot you with water or rain up. That's crazy. You can go in a Dusk Ball. I don't think anybody wants this. But it does have a bug move. Now we've got our moves, we've got our plan. It's what? Metal Sound, Draining Kiss, Dragon Rush, and Blizzard. Let's see who gets the Dynamax. Dragon Pulse. I knew there was a dragon something. And hopefully this Quick Claw will come off and hit first. Yeah, against Lords of the Lot, most of the Ultra Beasts are pretty easy, from my experience. Some hit hard, but for the most part, we're good. It's not the worst though, let's be honest. Like, Comfy should do at least a third of damage, I think. Maybe more. It'll be me that'll probably miss because I'm doing Blizzard. But as we said, I don't think this has any big spread moves. So whatever happens, we can just sort of weaken it slowly. And it might take one of us out, but the other three can deal with it. This game doesn't like Bishop on this run, does it? Freeze? No? Okay. Well, we've got the big one in now. We've got the metal sound. And enough. What, did you go for a second one? No? The one time we would have loved the game decides to do the quick claw the second time, doesn't it? Easy. I would like to think that Comfy's probably in like the top 5 like Pokemon for Dynamax adventures. Good luck with the shiny, everyone. I would like to think that's where I put Comfy anyway, in the top 5. I'm probably going to say we'll do one more and that will be it for today. But this has been quite fun, so I'm actually thinking more that we may do this for April. Dynamax is every day to see our shiny totals. That looks like a no to a shinies, but I have to check these two because I'm never sure. I'd rather be slower and double check everything than miss something I should have seen. Let's get this code in again and we can do that last one. Yeah, so if you do want to do more in the future, feel free to follow, and as I said, you can join the Discord. No worries. We'll still do another guest short. Thank you for the follow. If you do want to join the Discord, it is here. Let's just put this in. So you can see when we're doing these more often, rather than hoping it's when we're live. I generally do different challenges each month, so if I want to do a challenge to see how many shinies I can get in the month, but I would like to see or have photos of everybody else's shinies if they join us. Because then when I do like a end of the month sort of video, I can then put everybody's shinies together into one. I can put my shinies versus everyone else's shinies. So it's just going to be the 3 of us this time. I think we're fine with just the 3. I don't think there's anybody else lurking that will want to join. Let's just double check. No. Thank you for joining us and bringing me some shiny luck. You're welcome to join next time. Have a good rest of your day. Why don't you have any good moves, Mr. Mime? I'm just going to go for the Garvantula. I'm not leaving, no. Not yet. We're going to do one more and then probably stop today. As we said, this has been a lot of fun today. Much more enjoyable than doing all the random encounters that we were struggling for. we can show off the shiny in the Discord a bit later. So electric, water, ice, maybe ice. I'm guessing we want to go right here. We don't have a fairy, so the first time we don't have a fairy, we can meet a poison. I think I had an ice move, so there's no point me taking it. No, actually, no, I didn't take that one, did I? At the moment, I'll probably keep what I've got. I'm just going to Dynamax because it'll do a bit more damage. Actually, there's no point. Nothing I've got is going to do anything. What does this do? I'll Dynamax to do this, just so it could weaken its special attack. That would be an idea, I guess. But at the moment, this isn't the worst thing to keep, is it? I didn't actually see what the computer picked. It picked what, a Mulga. Okay. But, no, I don't know. That's why I went with the bug move. I thought I might lower its special attack with the max Flutterby. I know I need some for the final if I keep it, but it's probably worth it just for this battle. And I can't use any electric moves. Well, I don't want... There's not much point using an electric move, is there? It's probably got Punk Rock, hasn't it, actually, that ability. Hello Corey, welcome in. How are things? We've mainly been doing Guzzlord. We did do a couple of Yveltals, but we beat it once, lost to it once. But our Guzzlords have gone well, but no Guzzlord shiny. We got a Lipard. I got a Lipard shiny, that's it so far. So it's worked out nicely for our challenge. We were probably going to make this the last one, but we may do one more. It just depends how things go. So, what did that... I'm not paying attention to what moves it's doing to us. This wasn't our best pick. Yeah, this has not been a good... Well, we don't have a single fairy on the route, do we? I don't think. So someone has to really swap this one out now. That's the thing. Just because we can't all be poisoned, really. And you said you were going to keep yours for Blizzard. So maybe... we swap out... you know, you're a good one. You can go in Electroball. Heatmore should swap then. It's only got fire and what? Grass moves? Yeah, that makes sense. Then, do we trust Martin to swap? You know, I will... Okay, you'll go for the swap then. And then Heatmore can swap for the Sand Slash. Or shall I swap for the Sand Slash and then Heatmore swap for the bug in the next round? That could work. Because at least the Heatmore will be super effective against the bug as well. And I won't be much help against the bug. I think I should keep that. So we might go for something else at the end. Because when I go up against a bug, I guess I can use the electric moves, can't I? We'll just do this move. Boy from Belgium has been guiding me through most of these. Compared to everything I suggested the wrong one. Yeah, so Corey, just so you know, I'm planning on trying to do DAs through the whole of April. You take the Alolan Sand Slash. And the idea would be to see how many shinies I personally get to how many everybody else gets. So I would like to put everything so I've got my Discord, so hopefully everyone can just share their shinies in there. And then I like to try and make little videos for my challenges each month, and the idea would be to have the other people's shinies just a picture. You don't have to show any trainer IDs. Put into that. No worries, Wolfie. Just happy to have you here, and you can use that dancing Pikachu wherever you go now. That's the key thing. I know it's early in America for everyone who's over there. So, do we want to actually go for the poison, or are we happy to go for bug? So you want the bug. So now you can see how uncertain I am with these, Corey. This is the first time we've actually got to the Guzzlord without a single fairy move, which has been a bit annoying. Every other one we've gone to it, we've had, I believe, at least 2 Pokemon that have Play Rough or better. It's slow, isn't it? Is Guzzlord really slow? And could it be a good idea to use Electro Web on it instead of Bug Buzz? Okay, we'll spam the Bug Buzz. I do love me the Alolan variants of the Kantomons. I find nearly all of them are better than the originals. Okay, so that didn't do much to that. Because Alolan Muck is one of my favourite. It'd be better than the Thunder move, that's the thing. All I've got is electric moves, other than the Bug Buzz. And I'm poisoned, and I believe it can lower something. What can it do? It can lower special defense as well. So it should work out nicely. It doesn't matter if we get knocked out now, it's better. I would like to have been the one to be knocked out though. Because I would like to get rid of my poison. Let's see, what ball shall we use for this one? Corey, did you want to jump in and the next one, or are you unavailable all morning as such? Otherwise, as we said, we'll probably make this the last one. And it's got Bug Buzz this. Should I... You're taking this, aren't you? So you've got Bug Buzz and Acid Spray first, then Bug Buzz. No worries. No. As I said, the only thing I didn't want to do was do too long on these for this session, because I'm hoping to go a bit longer through the April ones. So I'll be doing them kind of this time, but I may be doing some evening sessions as well. Because unlike Violet and Scarlet, I don't have to stare at everything the whole time. I will have to decide whether I want to introduce the VC or not. Because I watch a couple of people like yourselves, you have the VC and you're happy with that. Then I watch other people that are in VCs but don't broadcast the VC. So I'm still deciding which I think is best for me. I'm guessing the Emolga had that. Ooh. No. Second. Yeah, we should be good. Yeah, good job I got the Dynamax when I fainted. I sort of expect maybe just to go for the Bug Buzz, but I'm not sure. Hopefully. Ooh. But then you'll get the... I forgot who's player 2. I keep forgetting which way round everyone joins. So, we got 2. That's not good. Did it survive? Just, and that should hurt more, right? But we should be faster on the last go. I think, well, across the board. Is Avalanche the only ice move the Sandslash has? Well, we've got 2 lives left, haven't we? So that's 100% on Guzzlords today, which is pretty fantastic. And good luck to you lot as well. Can we get shiny number 2 between us? Or will we be waiting? I know that's not shiny. That is not shiny. Let's check the other 2. Just to be sure. Nothing for me. Well, that was good. It was good. Like, we got through it and we worked as a good team. As I say, thank you everyone who came in to join. I know I've been watching Boy from Belgium do them before, but thank you, Zombie, for joining us. As I said, feel free to come back when we do these again. I'm going to end up here because, as I said, I didn't want to do too many this month because I want to do a big run next month. So, hopefully we can get some more. And